Okay, San Gavino Monreale, Portumaga, Montevecchio. Sorry. I'm offending all the Italians, especially Mario. Although the new Mario movie looks actually, like, surprisingly fun. Like, I'll watch it. I think it's, like comforting to know that, like, 20 years later, I'm still playing so much Mario. You know? Some things never change. I'm not playing Mario right now. Instead, here it's me and Jacques. Who's Jacques? Oh, come on, dude. Jacques is not my co-driver. Jacques is the name of my car. That's right. Jacques is the Renault 5 Maxi Turbo that I'm currently driving. And if you didn't name your car, like your first car, what happened to your childhood whimsy? Where did it go? Do you remember where you were when you lost it? Retrace your steps. Is it like 9/11 where everyone just kind of remembers where they were? Like, oh, I was at the dentist and then I heard. Do you want to feel old? I was 6 years old when 9/11 happened. Do you want to feel old? As if anyone who's like cognizant, old enough to be cognizant of the situation at the time in 2001 is watching this crap. I'd say, you know, okay boomer, but none of y'all are boomers. Freaking boomers though, seriously, right? Watching, I don't know, The Tonight Show, what, Better Call Saul. I don't know what shows are on right now. I don't watch anything. I used to watch Critical Role. I couldn't take any more though. It's like they got into season 2 and it was like, you guys were fighting dragons a few years ago. Now you're like getting into complex lesbian relationships. Which I stand, like, don't get me wrong, I'm in one, right? But I was like, I kind of miss the adventure. I'm gonna sound like a real, like, gatekeepy curmudgeon here. But, like, I miss when Critical Role was just this, like, tiny little niche thing. Oh, Jacques, come on, dude. Oh no, I need to do this. That's right, I was on no traction control. But now I'm gonna give Jacques just a little more control over oversteer. We're just gonna slowly kind of make it through the rain. Jesus Christ, dude. I didn't train nearly as much for this as I trained for the first round. And you know what? Like, I got stuff to do. All of you have stuff to do. If you're watching this and you're also in the competition, how many hours did you spend in this? Because I spent as many hours as I could spare it. Less than, actually. I was also reading books. Remember books? Remember reading books for pleasure? Any of y'all do that anymore? No? Are you all burnt out, gifted kids like I am? You know, growing up, people were like, oh, you have so much potential, you're gonna be a scientist, a doctor one day. Now you're just like, at home eating Cheetos. If you are still someone who like will go down to the kitchen, right? Open up the cupboard, get a box of cereal, and not even like put it in a bowl, but like just start taking fistfuls of cereal with your bare hands and then shoving them into your mouth, you and I are birds of a feather. And I salute you. Or I would if my hand wasn't fist deep in a box of cereal right now. Which it's not. It's on a control. Puddles. When's the last time you splashed in a puddle? When's the last time you blew the fuzz off of a dandelion? That's what I mean by like childhood whimsy. You know? If you are someone who's like, why would I blow the fuzz off of a dandelion? Dandelions are weeds and that's just gonna make them spread. then you don't have any more childhood whims, and I can respect that. I can respect that you're an adult now. Ooh, an adult. But, come on, right? Make a wish. Blow out the candles. Youth is a state of mind, right? No, it's not. It's also a state of body. It's one I have slightly still for a little while longer. Although I am turning 28 this year. I would be in my physical prime if I didn't, you know, barehand so many Fruit Loops into my mouth every day. I don't know how to take this corner. I don't know how. I'll just coast it. I'll just Costa Rica it. I'd like to visit Costa Rica. I mean, assuming don't, you know, they're okay with people like me. Just me and Jacques. I named him after the shrimp from Finding Nemo. The little shrimp in the fish tank at the dentist's office. Where, like, Nemo's coming in, and he's like, oh, he hasn't been decontaminated yet! Jacques! And then the little shrimp comes out. Me. Voila, he is clean. You're not that much of a shrimp, though, are you, Jacques? I like the racing stripe on Jacques, the little French racing stripe. It's like a guide. It's like, this is where your car should be going. This is the direction I should be headed in. If I'm not, something is seriously wrong. All right, you're just a little. You just need a quick shower afterwards. No other repairs needed. I'm gonna enter my mind palace and enter a flow state of Heart of Gravity, which I'm gonna need for this freaking corner. Holy crap! It's like it's on an incline, and it's a square corner. I don't understand it. I'm just gonna not fuck with it. I'm gonna not mess with it at all. It's like you know, you're walking down the street middle of the night, and you see like 3 guys in hoodies. Just don't mess with it. Like, they could be the nicest, the 3 nicest people you'll ever meet. Still, right? That could have been the nicest corner. Could have been like the kind of corner that makes you soup when you're sick. That's the part of childhood I really miss. That, like, if you're sick, someone will just make you soup and tea, and you stay home, watch cartoons, play video games. Now I'm an adult, I have to find time to play video games like this. And I have to do so while negotiating with Jacques over here. Dude, come on. No, God. I knew it was a mistake as soon as I went over the edge. Alright, Jacques, I hope you're not critical condition yet. We still have a long way to go. Oh, God damn it. I feel like, I don't know. Why am I pulling back on the... I'm pulling back on the joystick like it's gonna somehow, like, pitch me up. Pitch the nose of my airplane up towards the sky again. This is not a flight simulator. It's not even a driving simulator. It's an arcade game that looks like a driving simulator. I'm not gonna say hi to the windmills and the sheep the way I said hi to all the animals last time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that phase is over. I'm just saying hi to the hills by, like, very slowly driving over them. Because the hills, as you know, have eyes. I never watched that movie. Is it a movie even? I don't even... Hills have eyes? I feel like it's a horror movie, isn't it? Oil. Jacques is like a little chihuahua, I was telling my friends the other day. But, like, given how much Jacques enjoys fishtailing, maybe he's more like a tuna or something. What's the most French fish? I know fish is poisson, but when I think of the word poisson, I think of statistical distributions. So that just shows you how much of a nerd I am. Did we do it? Did we make it through the rain? Is that all 3 rain stages, or is there another one? Oh, that was it. All right. I can turn the traction control back off. Villacidro. What's going on with these like houses under construction? Are they under construction, or are they just ruined? Are they just dilapidated? I didn't think Italy was like that. Just war-torn in like 1974 when this game takes place. All these like cubes scattering through the land, they look like dice, and it kind of makes me feel like this car is like a little toy. And honestly, that's one of like my favorite things about the aesthetic of this game. Like, what's in that tower over there? Could I go into it? Is there a dungeon underneath with like leveled treasure and loot? I'm mostly an RPG gamer. Something about this game just like really tickles me though. And not in the kinky way. Maybe in the kinky way. We'll have to see. Have to get my partner to like diddle stuff while I'm like playing this game. We'll have like a clipboard. Be like, okay, how does this feel while you're playing Art of Rally, the hit indie racing game? Sorry. Yeah, see, there were sheep there. I didn't even say hi to them. I'm a bad girl now. I know I could go into like lower gears here, but I've been like short shifting during all my practice. Like, I don't want to put so much power into the wheels here. I don't want to put so much torque into the ground. Not with like the constant risk of just like spinning out of control like a Beyblade. Dude, Beyblade was so good. Remember that? Let it rip. Like, if you were the kid who could somehow like sneak the little arena, the little the little Beyblade arena with the concave bottom that would like make the 2 tops spin towards each other, if you could somehow like smuggle that into school, oh my god, you were the king of the playground. Remember that? Remember Yu-Gi-Oh? Looking back, like, I spent too much time and effort and like worrying about Yu-Gi-Oh. Worrying about everything. Oh Jesus, dude. At least my suspension is okay. Oh gosh. This is gonna be a long drive. It was because of that jump, wasn't it? Look, Jacques, I don't want to be like an Asian mom who compares you to all your peers, but like any other car in your group could have taken that jump and been fine. Okay? You didn't have to like give up your entire suspension. Oh, hey, don't talk back to me. Don't talk back. Is this like your teenage rebellion phase, Jacques? Is this how you communicate? This is why I turned off your traction control. You don't get a say in whether we oversteer or not. Not anymore. All these windmills, or all these like turbines. Wait, if this was in the 70s, how old are turbines? Like when were those invented? Because we didn't even know about like freaking global warming until like this is the 70s or 80s or something like that, right? If we had turbines, we had like electrical turbines harvesting wind power back then, how is global warming still a threat? Don't answer that. I stopped looking at like climate news and just news in general. I stopped looking at it. It's too much. You can only be freaking depressed and scared some percentage of your life. Right? We weren't evolved to like wake up in the morning bleary-eyed and then before our eyes even focus all the way, you're hit with like 6 pieces of bad news in countries that you've never been to and you've never met a person from those places. But you're already like feeling anxious about the situation in like Sri Lanka or something. Like, I mean, my heart goes out to him, but like, I can't worry about your stuff. I've got stuff to worry about. Frick you, white timer block thingy. Screw you in particular. Oh boy, more windmills. Someone get Don Quixote in here. I've been getting through, like, Don Quixote, like the book. Unabridged, dude. Unabridged. 1,000 pages. Like, 430,000 words. It's like 80% the length of The Lord of the Rings. I'm 80% of the way through that. Wouldn't recommend. Honestly, I'm only still reading it because, like, I want to say that I completed it. It's a really good, like, time killer. Like, it's just on my desk. If I have, like, my brain just starts to wander, I just pick it up. I read, like, a single, like, 2 pages. I've been at this for, like, almost a year now. I've been reading other things, too, though. When I talked about reading earlier, I wasn't kidding. Like, I do read for pleasure. But, like, not as much as my spouse does. My spouse just read, like, 5 books already. It's not even end of the first month of the year. Hello, cubes. Alright, okay, that's fine. You want to stop for a second, take a look at the cubes? I mean, that's what the saying goes, right? You gotta stop and smell the cubes of salt, or whatever the hell these are. Limestone? Granite? Are these under construction, or are they ruined? I don't know. That one's clearly ruined. Look at that. It looks like it was bombed out or something. How involved was Italy? Like, did Italy get bombed a bunch in the Second World War? And you'd think they would have, like, rebuilt by the 70s. I think they did. Then again, this is, like, right in the middle of the Cold War, before the Berlin Wall fell. I'm really overthinking this. I should just focus on getting my stupid little car to the finish line as intact as I can. Wow, look at those windmills. Majestic. Majestic. They're like a field of flowers. Whoa! That was scary. I feel like as Jacques' engine starts to degrade over time, he becomes easier and easier to wrangle. See, I'm already like 6 stages through. We're almost there. We're more than halfway there. Okay, how are you doing? Yo, you haven't taken any damage since I last checked. Good job, Jacques. Tough little trooper. Unlike the French in World War II, I'm sorry. No, they really did fight like maniacs. They really did. France takes a lot of heat for being for giving up, right? I think in like the World Wars, dude. Like, have you ever heard their anthem? It's like, we will freaking shed the blood of like whoever even crosses us, and we'll be happy to do it too. It's like, so rise up, citizens. Whoa, guys. Okay. Let's just eat a little bit of, you know, chocolate croissants. Pain chocolat. Team chocolatine. I don't know. I could really go for one right now, though. But I can't. I've got to watch my weight, because I have a fight coming up. We're just kind of drifting through it. We're drifting through these stages like the dandelion seeds that you don't blow anymore. Drifting on a summer's wind, like 1,000 lanterns. Tears and rain. Man, I never watched Blade Runner. Isn't that crazy? I'm a huge fan of the cyberpunk genre, too. Well, not a huge fan. But I did love Edge Runners. If you haven't watched Edgerunners, I mean, I'm sure you, like, know what I'm talking about. But if you didn't watch it, like, seriously go ahead and watch it. It has nothing to do with the game. You have nothing, like, you don't have to know anything about the game. Haven't played the game. Still haven't. Don't really intend to. Awesome show. Awesome show. I did play Shadowrun, though. Like, both. I played one of the computer games, and I played a little bit tabletop. And I tell ya, the computer game was the better experience. But I think that's just because I didn't have, like, a great group for the tabletop. I'll give it another go, though. We'll go into the 6th world. I wonder what world this is. Which world is it that, like, where Group B didn't get cancelled? Rally racing. Which world does this one take place in? This game. 6th? 4th? 2nd? 3rd world? Is this a 3rd world country? What an insulting, like... What is an insulting term that, like, was, you know? The 1st world was capitalist places. The 2nd world was all the communists, all the commies. Like Costa Rica, which I mentioned earlier. And then the 3rd world is just everyone else. It's like, you know, there's more to us than just, like, not being on your side or their side. But no, we're just forever kind of binned in the etc. category. Like, I don't know to what extent this is true for other countries, but, like, whenever, like, a Filipino does well in, like, any international context, you know, show business, athletics, right, sports, driving, I don't know, I don't think there's ever been, like, a Filipino professional driver. The whole country, like, gets behind them because there's, like, so little for us to be proud of otherwise. It's like, oh, friggin' this guy's nanny, this Olympic champion's nanny was Filipino. We're so proud of our country. It's a tough state to be in. But maybe it's also, like, a reflection of the culture. I think, like, we will take any excuse we can get to, like, celebrate. And I think that's actually a pretty good mindset. I'm okay with it. What I'm not okay with is just how, like, how laissez-faire this whole, you know, everyone is here in their, like, professional and personal lives. It gives us a unique culture, but it also, like, really holds us back economically, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm literally spending my afternoon playing an indie game on my laptop with an Xbox controller. What the hell do I know? Not much. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for free. Just do a little bit of short shifting here. A technique that they actually do use in real endurance racing to, like, prevent tire degradation. So you know what? No, I'm not slow. I'm role-playing. This is an endurance race. Just give me a second here and let me short shift. Boom. See? We're in there. And we're only 2 stages left. We'll take a look how we're doing. And let's just not crash. Okay? Alright. Wow. Good job with the suspension. No, I think actually the only thing that F's up your suspension is if you get into a collision or something. Was that the cleanest start? Of course not. Was it even a clean start at all? No. Do I care? Not the slightest. And that's what separates you and me. More ruined houses? Oh my god. You should free up some, the town council needs to, like, free up some funds to, like, fix these houses. They're really dropping the real estate value. More ruined houses? Or maybe those were ruined castles. Who's sailing at this time of night? Guys, go home. Just checking my recording time. Just a little red dot sight, as it were. Whoa, that was unbelievably scary. Yeah, my red dot sight is when you check the status of your recording. Dude, come on, Jacques. Jacques, look. I know you have to, like, remind me of who you are. It's you asserting your individuality, and I can respect that. But, like, let's just get to the end here, huh? This is Jacques. It's my car. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Without me, my car is useless. Without my car, I'm not useless. I can probably, like, walk. Or bike, which I'm gonna have to do in a few minutes. I have somewhere to be after this. That's why I'm driving so fast. That's why I'm speed. I am speed. I can't believe I didn't turn sideways there. No, no, please. Okay, thank you. No, come on, dude. Alright. It's fine, let's just cross this bridge. Through the village. And then through the vineyards? I don't know if these are vineyards. They look like trellises. Past the little football field. That's right, football, not soccer. Because I'm European. I'm driving a French car. I can feel the engine just, like, struggling to keep up. Let's not hit any of these fences, huh? I do not know the line through this corner. Let's just take it like that. I'm like an actor on a stage. Line. What's my line? What's my line through this corner? Where's the apex? Okay, this one is just diabolical. I'm just gonna go all the way down to first here. Admire the grapes, I guess. I don't know. Grapes of wrath. Are there grapes of envy too? Grapes of pride? What are the other deadly sins? Grapes of gluttony? I don't know. You can't really be like that gluttonous on grapes. Right? Like, one thing is, like, grapes are pretty good for you. So I feel like if you eat, like, a ton of grapes, I mean, I think you'll be okay. Unless is it that the skins are, like, slightly poisonous or something, but, like, you'd have to eat, like, some ungodly quantity of grapes in order for it to hurt you? Oh, okay, so Jacques is smoking. Jacques. Just because you see other people smoking doesn't mean you should. Put down the cigarettes. Get some help. I'm glad I'm not actually in the car, because then I'm, like, you know, asphyxiate on the frickin' fumes. It's fine. It's fine. My recording is starting to get close to 30 minutes here, and I really hope I continue recording past the 30 minutes. there was like a limit on that. It says it's still recording. I'm gonna assume it's still recording. I gotta take some things on faith. And I think honestly, like, that's actually good. That's good advice for life, too. Take things on faith once in a while. It's okay. People are always like, huh, you still have faith in humanity? I do. Like, honest to God, I actually do. I also have faith in Jacques. Woohoo! Look, you black square. 2701. I don't know what the rest of these people are doing. Walter Roll, Attilio Baguetta. I'm in the worst car in the game, not repairing at all. And they're like pulling times like 2 minutes behind me. Whatever. It's the banter. It's the banter just makes me lightning fast.